6.12.
In many countries, tipping is an optional extra. But in the USA, it's a serious business. There are no actual laws on tipping, but the unwritten rule is that you should always leave a tip in a restaurant unless you want to deal with some very unhappy waiters. But how much is reasonable, and who exactly do you have to tip? Sally from the US is here to help us. Hello, Sally.
Hi.
So, first of all, why is it so important to leave a tip?
I absolutely get that in countries where servers are paid well, you shouldn't have to tip at all, unless you want to because the service was great. But in the U.S., many servers earn just $2 to $3 per hour for their services because it's assumed that the tips will make it up to the minimum wage, which varies between the different states, but is generally around $8 per hour. Now, I know you may think this is wrong, and many Americans, myself included, would agree, but that is the situation right now until the law changes.
And how much should you tip?
A normal gratuity is around 15 to 20% of the check, but it can be as much as 25% for amazing service or in very expensive restaurants. It sounds a lot, but servers work really hard, and I think generally they deserve it.
OK, so it doesn't happen often, but what about if the service is bad? Do you still have to tip?
I'd say you do, but if it really was bad, maybe just 10%, that will give the message. And if you feel you don't want to leave even that, then you should probably call the manager and complain and explain why you're not leaving a tip.
Do you need to tip even if the restaurant has already added a service charge to your bill?
Oh, there's no automatic service charge added in the U.S., but some restaurants will add a gratuity to your check if you're in a big group of 8 people or more, if it's a public holiday, or sometimes if you're in a busy tourist area. You don't have to leave any more money if the check already includes the service charge.
Do you have to tip for fast food or takeaway coffee?
No. If you buy food or drinks over the counter, people don't usually leave any gratuity. But there's always a tip jar close by if you'd really like to.
And what should you do in bars?
Well, take lots of dollar bills with you because the normal gratuity in bars is $1 a drink. Order and pay for your drink at the bar and leave the dollar bill on the bar. Don't worry about putting it in the bartender's hand.